All the characters in the story are over 18 years old. I was only 20 when my mom got a call from my sister Olivia. She needed help. In short, Olivia's husband, with whom she had lived for 10 years, abandoned her, leaving her to manage their small farm on her own. Anyway, Olivia is 12 years older than me, so at 32, she's been away from our family home since I was 10. Of course, I saw her from time to time during the years of her marriage, but during that time I also grew up a lot. When my mom told me that I had to go to Olivia's farm to help her, I wasn't happy. I knew how remote her place was, and the chances of me getting into a women's company were close to zero. But I was in no position to argue, and Olivia is my family. So I took our old pickup truck and went to my sister's farm. It was a 3-hour drive, and in the last hour I doubt I've seen another vehicle or person. Olivia's farm was quite high up on some kind of natural plateau with good fertile land. Hence it was remote. I think they were connected to the power lines just a few years ago. When I arrived, Olivia soon came out to greet me. I quickly realized that I had lost track of my sister's good looks. Either that, or my tastes were maturing. Over a cup of fresh coffee, Olivia told me the whole situation. Everything was fine on the farm, but there is constant hard work. Her husband, Sam, left with a younger woman from the town closest to the farm. This came as a complete surprise to Olivia. She said to me, "Colin, my husband just left and left me without a message." I just sat there, wide-eyed at the revelation. I started helping Olivia with the housework. It was simple enough, but also painstaking. Olivia tried her best and fed me well. One night it was incredibly warm. I knocked gently on her bedroom door. "Olivia, Olivia, can I talk to you?" "Come in," she said softly. I turned the knob and slipped into her bedroom. The room was softly lit, and my sister was sitting up in bed. "Jesus, I'm sorry. I never wanted you to see this. You caught me off guard, and I guess I just couldn't stop. I've gone too far to... You know that. I'm sorry, Colin. I should have knocked. I didn't think about it. And I certainly never expected you to do that. For yourself." Her last words were uttered with a hint of disgust. I felt the need to defend myself. "Listen, is. I'm a young guy, and I have certain needs too." Olivia sat up in bed. "I'm sorry, Colin. I was just a little shocked. Listen, Colin, let's forget about it if we can. Now I understand that you have desires and needs, and you don't have much chance of finding girls here. So I'll be careful and respect the privacy of your bedroom." I was glad that her tone softened, and then I realized that all the conversations were about me. I rudely asked my sister a personal question. "Tell me, Liv, you must have needs now that Sam is gone?" She took it in the spirit in which I asked the question. "Well, no, not really." We said goodnight to each other, and I went back to my room. The next day, as usual, it was hard to work, although I caught Olivia's eye on me several times. Mind you, I've looked at her more than once too. At our dinner, she asked me about the girls staying at home. "So they don't expect you to marry them? Are you just doing this to them for fun?" "What is it?" she asked. "It's more than fun," I blurted out. The next evening after dinner, I was about to go to bed when Olivia said, "Hey, Colin, come and talk to me before going to bed." I waited for a while, then went to her room. I knocked gently and heard Olivia invite me in. "Sis, are you okay?" I asked. "Yes, maybe I'm nervous," she replied. "You're nervous? Why?" I asked her. "Well, I've been thinking a lot. I understand that being here means that you miss your girls. And I think I understand what it means to you, all the things you do. You're a guy, and you need it. And I've been thinking about it a lot, and, well, if it helps you, and if you promise never to say a word to anyone, especially Mom, well, I'd be ready, only if you want to, of course, don't think you have to." My eyes almost popped out of their sockets, and my jaw dropped. "Do it? With my sister?" I was surprised. "Yes, with me. I understand that I am your sister, so of course there would be conditions. Mom must never find out. But you're my sister," I blurted out, repeating myself and not stopping to think about Olivia's offer properly. "Yes, but I would do it for you. You're my brother, and I love you. Like a brother, and you help me on the farm." My mind was racing. I knew I couldn't hesitate without hurting Olivia's feelings. "Well, let's see how things are tomorrow night," Olivia suggested. "Yes, it's great. It's really amazing." The next day, we both worked hard as usual. None of us mentioned the offer Olivia had made. Evening came. During the meal, we talked about farming and planned household chores for the next day. After we sorted out dinner, Olivia said, "Join me when you're ready." "Are you still sure about this?" I asked. "Of course I'm sure. I wouldn't mislead a man over something like that," she replied and went to her room. I went to my room, trying not to be overly impatient. After another pause, he quietly went to her door and knocked. "Come in," she replied softly. I opened the door a crack and entered the dimly lit bedroom. "Colin, it's obvious that I'm going to be embarrassed at first, so please keep that in mind." I was somewhat discouraged by her businesslike approach, and it didn't help me to think that this was exactly how it was with Sam. It was amazing. The shameless honesty took my breath away. "Good. I'm glad," Olivia said softly. We were silent for a few minutes. Then Olivia said, "You're a lot bigger than Sam. Much bigger. I could tell the difference. He's my only man before you." We slept until dawn, and then we started our working day as brother and sister, not as lovers. We worked in the field together, and it was another sultry day. That evening at dinner we talked about the farm, washed the dishes, and then I moved on to talk about the bedroom. She pretended to be tired for a while, and then asked, "So I'm doing so well?" I replied, "Do you need me to tell you that again? It's incredible. This time I didn't wake up at night. In fact, I didn't move until Olivia got up and started pacing the bedroom. We got dressed and had breakfast before heading out into the field. We worked together until the midday sun became too scorching. Olivia pointed to a grove of trees on a small hill. "We'll get out of the sun there and have lunch," she suggested. The grass was cool there, and you could lie on it. We ate our sandwiches and drank some water. "Let's make love again," Olivia suggested. The weather was so bad that we couldn't do any work on the ground on that particular day. Of course, I agreed with her idea, and we raced through the pouring rain to the large wooden barn building, leaving the huge door completely open to let in a refreshing breeze. Then I saw Olivia slowly turn her head, look at the open barn door, and exhale. "Mom, so, oh damn it," and